Hello and welcome to the Thomcast. I'm Tom, president and dictator for life of 515comics.com. So it is the first Thomcast of the new year, and that's very exciting. And every year, around the end of the year or the start of the year, I like to do a little review of Nextuus. It's going to be a little bit different this year, but I want to talk about some of the things that we have accomplished in the last year. Let's start with the numbers. This year, I completed 136 pages of the comic Nextuus, The Search for the Ocean Shard. That's not including chapter covers or extra updates or anything like that. Just actual story pages. That's 5 pages down from last year, and the year before, it's the same. So 2 years ago, I did 136 pages. And 2 years ago I got married, and that was my excuse, was that I took like 2 weeks off of updating comics, which is about 5 pages worth, 5 or 6 pages. Last year I did 5 pages more, and then this year I did 5 pages less again, and I moved. I don't know that I actually took a whole lot of time off for the move. I think actually I just had more like extra updates here and there. So it's a little bit of a bummer that I've sort of slid back down, but not by much, so I guess that's good. Anyway, it's still a whole lot of pages. It's not quite 5 chapters worth this time around. In previous years, I've done about 5 or 5 and a little bit extra chapters of the story in a year, but this year we actually had a couple long chapters. But still, I think we're at like about 4.5 chapters for this year. So I feel like it's still pretty much about right. So in 2016, a big thing that I struggled with, and you will remember if you are a regular watcher of the Thomcast, the buffer. So I really wanted to build up a buffer, and I did a couple times, and then I used it almost immediately a couple times. I really went to battle with this idea. Ultimately, though, when I did have a buffer, and even when I had to use it, I really liked it. So that's something for 2017 that's going to continue to be a thing. I'm not going to set any particular goals for the buffer right now, because I still need to focus on Volume 4. And that's the next thing that I want to talk about. Volume 4. Reviewing last year's review of 2015, I was sad to see that, well, I wasn't sad to see, but I got Volume 3 done by the end of 2015, so that in 2016 it was ready for editing, ready to start doing the Kickstarter, ready to do everything. I'm not there with Volume 4. And it's simply because I did not start on it until like late September, early October, I think. I am most of the way there. I do have most of the things that I need to actually put Volume 4 together. So it's going to be by the end of January. By the end of January, I'm making the goal right now. End of January, Volume 4 will be sent to print. I will actually have the files all put together, and I will be getting a rough copy back to start the editing process, and we'll start a Kickstarter for it. All that good stuff will happen by the end of January. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do. That's probably what Thomcasts are going to be about for January. But yeah, it was a little upsetting to not have Volume 4 done, because I said like I wanted to get it done by the end of this year, and it's not quite done, but I've still been able to get a lot of work done on it, and I'm still really happy with where I am with it. It's just like, start earlier next time. That's always the trick. It's just, hey, are you late? Then start earlier. That's the solution. There you go. I think that's all I'm going to do for right now, actually. We'll talk about some more stuff in coming weeks. But I'm curious, because I know some people don't think that making resolutions is necessary, or they think that making resolutions is just, something that you say you do, but you don't ever really like hold yourself to them. My wife and I actually make lists of resolutions each year and review them, and of course I make resolutions each week on the Thomcast, so it's something that I believe in. I think that there's a lot of good in writing down or saying, or both, what it is that you intend to work on, what it is that you intend to improve on and accomplish. So is that something that you believe in? And if so, would you like to share some of your resolutions with me and with the other viewers of the Thomcast? If so, please leave a comment wherever I post this video and let me know. And I hope you guys had a happy new year. Have a great 2017. I'm looking forward to it. Gonna get a lot of stuff done, and I'm gonna get to work like right now.